All right, to watch this video for Wednesday, March 21st. Before I get into the SPY chart here, real quick, we started GreatStopPicks.com in 2004, and we offered a lifetime membership, dirt cheap. And I've never done this before in a video, but the first 5 people that shoot me an email requesting, I'm going to give you that same price on a lifetime membership, which isn't even offered on the website anymore, from 2004. So if you're interested, be one of the first 5 to shoot me an email, and I'm sure you'd be glad you did. Our chat room's not like the others. There's no putting out ideas and then pumping them on Twitter, trying to get people to pile in. We actually teach you setups and find you everything I do is meant to work right away. So I wait for these inflection point setups based on the daily chart, based on intraday, stuff that should work right away. I love being green right away, hate being red. So if I take a trade, doesn't work right away, I don't hang out because it should have. All right, those are the kinds of trades we find you. So the SPY, this isn't uncommon. Put in a very narrow range after a big range, right? A lot of times after a big day, you'll see a tiny range day. I would also remind you that tomorrow is FOMC decision day, so you do get oftentimes kind of the dead zone period before that. Should be dead most of the morning tomorrow. Maybe some chaos there. They're not like they used to be, but still maybe some chaos after the FOMC announcement. Here are the stocks I'm watching tomorrow. I like the chart here in this AQB. You had a nice pop back here to 365, and it's kind of going sideways since a little extra volume today. Really like it over today's high, up over 360 or 365. This one might make a quick upside move. Pretty good chart setup there. CASI, little extra volume today in a pretty big range. I think that's worth watching. Remember, as you watch my videos, I'm a day trader, so I'm looking for stuff that might give me a setup and a trade tomorrow. I don't hold overnight. PRPO, massive volume, 26 million shares. The range was from 49, basically 50 cents to $1.75 before settling in at 90 cents. So well off its highs. I still think it's worth watching tomorrow. Seed was on bounce play today, SEED. No trigger, no trade. It didn't give any kind of a setup. But now you've got a couple lower highs on declining volume right into that area we call the buy zone, right by the whole dollar also. So it's a pretty good setup for a bounce tomorrow. We'll see. SMRT is just getting, just coiling some more, right? It's either going to break up or down one of these days. How's that for a genius statement? But it does seem to be finding buyers the last couple days around 140. It stayed in, if I go to 5-minute candles here, it stayed in a pretty narrow range all day, right? So I still think it's worth watching tomorrow. No trades in it today. AMTX had a big pop, then a quiet, then another green day, and kind of a little bit wider range. But this is kind of interesting over today's high, maybe over 220. We'll see. I'm not in love with it. It's certainly got some distance between where it's trading and the moving averages, but still worth watching. DXR. Geez. After this day, it went from $8 to like almost 22. Then you got a lower high, and a lower high. I'd still kind of like to see it come down to this buy zone here, but I'm going to start watching it for a bounce tomorrow. No trades in it today, even though it was on watch. TWTR, Twitter, a big day. This doesn't have that many. If you look back at the daily chart, you don't see too many candles this size. You had one here after the gap up. I was actually hunting this thing today. I was hoping for a flush below 30, and then a reversal down here. It didn't quite get there. I still think in the short term it's oversold and it might get a nice bounce tomorrow. NETE and this really nice move from getting old. I had to lean forward to see that. I think that was like somewhere around 620 all the way up to over 14, and it's just been kind of bleeding lower on almost no volume ever since. Today it looks like it hit the 20-day. So this goes back on bounce watch tomorrow. I didn't take a trade in today. I don't think yesterday either, but I do want to start watching it. See if it holds that 20-day. And then RXII, the reason this is interesting is because in a session and a half, it went from 305 to, what is this, 676? That's a huge move. Then you've got a lower high, lower high, lower high, kind of a narrow range, declining volume. Certainly worth watching for a turn back up tomorrow. Not a very big list today. We'll hopefully find some gappers tomorrow. Remember, it's FOMC day, and the first 5 emailers, I'm going to send you a link for the 2004 lifetime membership price. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that. Have a great night, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.